Welcome back everyone to another unboxing video with yours one and only Alien Sama. Today from Plus Garage Toys and PX Previews exclusive we have Gigan 1972, $249.99 Canadian. Ouch! But these exclusive, highly detailed, ultra sculpted figures are well worth the money if you are a Godzilla fan, and they're a decent size too. We had an Anguirus from the exact same company for around the same price, which at the end of the video I'll link you guys the unboxing of that guy. So let's get this one open and check him out. So here he is out of the box. Unfortunately, just like Anguirus, the tail comes separate. Now, in order to put the tail on, you cannot force it in as it is right now. You have to either boil water, dip the tip of this into the water, or use a hair dryer to heat this up, and this piece right here will become much more softer than what it is. So we're going to heat it up now and come back and show you how much softer it gets after it's been under heat. Alright, so now that the tail has been soaked, at least this part has been soaked in a little bit of hot water, much more squishier. So now we're going to attach the tail and let it dry and it'll be firmly in place. Alrighty, so now our lovely monster's tail is in place. Unfortunately for this figure, it's not as seamless as the Anguirus. I can definitely tell where the tail is attached as opposed to Anguirus where I couldn't really tell whatsoever. But Anguirus has a lot of long spikes that can cover up seams. However, for something at this price, I would kind of hope I wouldn't be able to see the seams as much as I can. They're kind of staring me in the face under this type of lighting. But hopefully when it's on my shelf, all the seams will blend in and the kind of shadowing, downcast lighting system that I have on my shelves will cover it all up. Hopefully! But $250, I would hope for better. Okay, so we're going to work our way from the bottom to the top when it comes to detail. So starting off at his wonderful little scythy one-toothed toe/foot, we have his beautiful feet. The sculpting is very nice. There's tons of wrinkles and all this is textured. It's not just painted on lighting. Completely textured, and the claws are a little bit textured, but it's mostly paint job that's putting in all these little details. His belly area is very impressive. There's a lot of texturing on each and every scale that's here. That would have taken hours to do if this was sculpted by hand originally. I like that his blade is here. It's not a part of it. It is a separate piece, so it's good. It looks like it's actually sticking out of his body. And if you're not familiar with this Godzilla monster, he can spin this just like a blade. So it rotates and it can definitely wreck you. And just like the feet, we have a little bit of texturing at the joint where it attaches to his body, and then the rest is paint job. Moving up to his shoulders, his arms and legs can bend a little bit. You can see right there where his arm is attaching. There's a tiny bit of movement if you wish, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. Just in case, because I don't really like moving figures. I'm not even sure if that's supposed to be posable or if it's supposed to be glued in spot. But this is another example as to being able to tell too well where the seam is. Now for his back fins here, they're very nice, absolutely beautiful looking. And as well, in between them, we have each of the golden scales that are on his chest, on the back, just as detailed. Even though they're fairly hidden, they're still wonderfully done. Although I've got to say, these are nicely sculpted, but for the paint job, it's not really appeasing me too much. I think there could have been a little more texture or maybe a little bit of veins or something. It seems really dull in compared to Anguirus. However, I do like this figure. I'm glad he's in my collection because Gigan is one of my other favorite Godzilla monsters. I really love Destroya as well, so Google that guy. Oh god, how do you spell his name? Basically, destroy and then YAH, and then type in Godzilla after that and you'll probably get him. But Destroya is pretty wicked. He looks awesome. And then moving up to the head, I absolutely appreciate the fact that his eye right here is a piece of plastic that is see-through, and then there's texture underneath. It's very, very nice. His tiny little eyeball up there also has a little piece of plastic. It's not just a glossy paint job. Very fierce, very scary. This is not the original Gigan, that is for sure. But he is beautiful nonetheless. But another example as to I can see the seams way too well, and I'm sure you can see it just by looking at the screen right now, is that big seam right there. Look at that. That is quite the ugly seam. Not too happy with that one. If I had the exact paints that they used to paint this, I would definitely blob it in to try and cover it up. But I don't, so I'm not going to try and modify it because I don't want any paint colors that stick out like, oh, why is those blotches around his head? That is weird. Not like anyone asked me, but I would see it myself and I'd just be like, no, looks bad. Made it look worse. I do wish a lot of the seams that are on this were much better hidden, but it is kind of hard, like I said, considering Anguirus is very spiky, a lot of things are hidden, and this guy's very leathery, and he's got very small, very small scales that can't really hide too much. So overall, I am very happy with him. He measures approximately 11 inches tall. He's almost the size of a ruler. Very nice, although he's going to take up a lot of shelf space with his tail just sticking out so far back, but hopefully you got a big shelf for this guy because he's going to need it, just like all the other PX Godzilla figures, or any of the PX figures for that matter. Although I would say the Godzilla ones take up more space because of their tails and all these fancy parts that are sticking off them. God help us with the Ghidorah one. Hoo-hoo! 3 tails and 2 big, or 3 tails, 2 tails, 3 heads, and 2 big ass wings. Lord help you. So thank you guys so much for watching another unboxing video with yours one and only Alien Sama. Subscribe, we'll see you guys later, and as always, peace out guys. Bye bye.